Aloha, everyone. So, how is everybody today? I am joining you from the beautiful greenery in Oregon. It's amazing, so why not have it be the backdrop every time? Kind of looks like indoor for you Star Trek nerds, of which I am one as well, obviously. Anywho, I delayed filming, a little backstory. I delayed filming this because there was a neighbor with a chainsaw who was really going at it. So I was just chilling and waiting, and then he just kind of makes his way over, and we meet, and fantastic guy, and his buddy, who's like helping him. I look at him and he looks like Jack Lemmon. So I mentioned that to him, and he says, well, nothing related to looking like Jack Lemmon, but it turns out he's from Hawaii. And like immediately we threw the shaka and we're like, hey, brother. So just funny how in the middle of the woods, I've got Hawaii 5-0. Well, he's not the fuzz, but it sounds cooler that way. I got this Hawaiian dude who's, you know, it's kind of like family. We're all family. And these are my brothers and sisters all around you today. So, what am I going to talk to you about today? Oh, well, I dig this state so much. This is my tribute to Oregon. Yes, okay. So, what are we going to talk to you today about? Ah, man, what a gorgeous day. Here we go. Kundalini Yoga. Let's get right into it. So, what Kundalini Yoga is a practice of meditations that are intended to awaken us to deeper centers within the human psyche. And these are also planes of consciousness and fields of experience that are potential in the human spirit. So if you could imagine an individual who's, well, standing, and the first chakra is called Muladhara, and it is at the base of the body. This chakra has an energy associated with it that is only concerned to sheer clinging on to sheer life. There's no innovation going on here of any kind. People who take jobs, because you got to live, that kind of thing. Then at the second chakra is Svadhisthana, which is located at the sex organs, and this is the chakra that is associated with sexual energy, wanting to project oneself outward sexually and procreate. And the third chakra is called Muladhara. These three chakras, by the way, chakra is also means wheel as well, or centers. So these three centers are located in the pelvic basin. And so the third chakra, Muladhara, is the smashing and trashing and conquering of others. It's the will to power that our impulse to compete, and not only compete, but dominate and turn the outer world into oneself. So it isn't until you get to the fourth chakra, which is called Anahata, which is means the sound of one hand clapping, or the sound of two things not hitting each other. The wind against my larynx cords, that is two things hitting each other, making sound. But the sound of two things not hitting each other is Om, which I mentioned in a previous video. In Sanskrit, I believe it's O-M, but it's also rendered as A-U-M. And Om is the sound value of the radiance of the universe. For example, it is representative of a full journey. Ah starts at the back of the throat, and U, the sound mass, is moved forward and fills the mouth, U, and it closes at the lips. And this is what is known as the four-element sound. Ah, oo, And the fourth element is the silence, out of which Om comes and back into which it goes. Now you can say that our life is the ah, oo, coming into being, fulfillment, and return. The whole Return of the Jedi sequence right there. And the sequence of our everyday lives, indeed. But there is a silence that underlies our lives, and that is what Om is representative of. And when you get to the level of the fourth chakra, it is Anahata. That is located at the level of the heart. And with the energy concerned at this chakra is concerned with compassion. The first three centers, chakras, spiritual centers, are what we share in common with the animal world. All the same urges as the animal kingdom. It is not until we awaken to the fourth chakra, which at the level of the heart, that we are then reborn. Our spiritual man and woman is reborn out of animal man. So when you start having compassion for others, your concern for the yourself, primarily seeking for yourself, is reduced, and you are opened up to the sense of oneness, which are the two seemingly separate, but there is something in you that really starts to get connected with everything. And well, I can't say what you could do, but it certainly has made meeting people and just harmonizing with the regular flow of life so effortlessly. Because what you do, you just do. It's like these birds. They don't fly around and say, "Oh, I wonder if I'm gonna land on this branch or not." They're living in their Buddha nature, and they can't make a mistake. And so the rule: when you're falling, dive. So it is said that Jesus wore his heart on his sleeve. Well, the sleeve is at the heart level, the heart chakra. And so the spiritual rebirth, or the second birth, if you will, and my work is suggestive, but still, the second birth, in my interpretation, and that of the studies of Joseph Campbell and others before him. Feel free to Google these people and check them out. It changed my life. It put this thing permanently on my face, and I don't think there's anything that could get rid of that. Lord knows the world has tried, and that's what makes us better, is when the universe is throwing stuff at you, you learn to bob and weave, or get smacked in the face many times until you get the point. So what is the point? Well, the Buddha in Asian mythology was said to be born from his mother's side at the level of the heart chakra. Now, he wasn't born from his mother's side, but symbolically he was. And so religions essentially are a constellation of metaphors that refer to the spirit, not to man. They are connotative, they connote, they suggest, they go past the word and open you up to something greater than the word. We do have this system of language and calculation, but just because I call this a tree doesn't mean that I know what it is. It's a total mystery, and the atoms that come into this world and stay there, it's just phenomenal. So anywho, that's my stage manager saying we should be getting out of here soon. All right, I'll wrap this up. So essentially, the point is, in my own experience, when my life was concerned with mostly just having a job to earn money, chasing skirts, and trying to win my place in the world and failing miserably at it. In that failure was the success, because it immediately turned me on to the idea that that world does not belong with me or I with it. We are incongruent, and we can exist in respect to one another, but I don't have to live by those rules, because I'm learning how to use the rules instead of being used by them. And that is one of the big benefits for me with practicing the 4 agreements, waking up every morning and being grateful by saying, thank you for this dynamic, vibrant, healthy, strong body that I enjoy. Thank you for every day in every way, making me better and better, happier and happier, healthier and healthier, stronger and stronger, smarter and smarter. And I am grateful for a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing. And when you start your day that way, it puts you in a receptive state of mind. And this brain is like a magnet. And whatever we are harboring in here is attracting itself to us, because the universe wants you to have everything that you can imagine. So if all you can imagine is, man, all I have is debt and I can't travel anywhere or whatnot, then guess what? The universe says your wish is my command, because it wants you to have what you want. And but you can want other things too. And it's really just a matter of personal choice. And the more you stumble, the better choices you make, which ultimately lead to decisions and where you'll take your course, or where your course in life will take you. So I hope that this served some good. I know it served me some good. I seem to be talking at a 10th grade level, which is cool, because 10th grade was pretty awesome. So hell yeah. All right. I believe that's all I've got for all of you. Keep on keeping on. And, you know, let's wrap it up there. Cut, print, check the gate. Moving on. Aloha.